Now, one more thing before we dive into optimizing your actual specific ads. Let's talk more about targeting. And what I mean by that is demographic, interest, and behavioral targeting. There's a tool on Facebook you can use called Audience Insights. And so if you go to facebook.com/ads/audience_insights, and you can see the URL on the top there. I intentionally left it up there. You're going to have the ability to start typing in different things under the interest tab over there on the left-hand side, and even other things such as connections, pages, age and gender. There's some advanced options, there's some locations, and more. And the interesting thing here is, for example, internet marketing, one of the interests that you can target is Ryan Deiss. So he is a public figure, a well-known marketer in our industry. And so if I said, now actually let's just run down the whole thing. So here's my demographics. People in the United States that are women between the ages of 30 and 65 who have an interest in Ryan Deiss. Now this is what's really cool. Facebook is going to give us insight into this audience. Now, since I excluded men, 0% of men are showing in the results, right? Now, most of the women between 30 and 65 fall actually within the range of 35 to 54 years old of age. Only 0.6% of women who like Ryan Deiss are over 65 years old. I don't know what that's helpful for, but at least it's good to know that. It does give us insight. Now, the interesting thing here is this lifestyle tab underneath of it. And specifically, what is lifestyle? Well, if you hover on any of these different types of lifestyle that Facebook has made up, hard chargers, city mixers, tots and toys, funds and games, etc., right? You hover over it, it'll give you a little tooltip there of what that means. So hard chargers is dominated by well-educated and professionally successful singles. They are almost all homeowners in a mix of houses and condominiums. So you get an insight on this audience as a potential behavioral thing that you can target when you're running your advertisements. Hard chargers are a segment that you can go after, for example, amongst others, right? There are, in addition to that, there are other tabs. So demographics is the default tab up there, but now we're on the second tab, page likes. This is what's really great. This is an infinite way for you to always have new interests to test your ads for. Because people who like Ryan Deiss also like Ali Brown and Amy Porterfield and digital marketers. So these are, remember, women between the ages of 30 and 65 that we targeted who are interested in Ryan Deiss. They're also interested in Ali Brown, Amy Porterfield, Female Entrepreneur Association, Women on Fire. Put them out. Savvy Network Marketing Women, Jason Nyback fan, Melanie Duncan, Live Out Loud, eWomen Network, People Fluent, HubSpot, Center for Women in Business, Smart Networker, Facebook for Business, Mind Movies, Own It, Tony Robbins, John Asseroff, and Fabrine Fredrickson. I could target each and every one of these individual interests. And there's several of them that I could go after as other types of advertisements. Because if they like Ryan Deiss, and let's see if we can run our advertisement to Amy Porterfield. Now, if we figured we had an offer that people who liked Ryan Deiss would buy our offer, then specifically women who like Ryan Deiss, then we have all these other options that we can also attempt to test as well. Now, there's a third tab here called location. We can niche down and specifically start testing. Now, some of this you have to take with a grain of salt. But Scottsdale, Arizona, for example. Now, Santa Clarita, California, that's actually where I'm from. That shows up there as being overly represented as an audience compared to normal population. So people in Santa Clarita are 100% more likely, if they're women between the ages of 30 and 65, they're 100% more likely to like Ryan Deiss than in an average location, right? Look at all these different Arizona areas. So if I had some sort of thing related to being in Arizona, or if I was in Arizona, or if we can target some sort of offer specifically to women between the ages of 30 and 65 in Arizona who, if they like Ryan Deiss, we think are going to also like our offer, now we're starting to get somewhere, right? Now, that's not all that Insight shows you. They also show you household information. So we can see household income, we can see home ownership, we can see household size, we can see home market value, we could even see spending methods specifically. Lastly, in audience insights, there's purchase. And so we have retail spending, online purchases, we have purchase behavior, what types of products that they purchase, and so on and so forth. So audience insight gives us a better clarity into who we're targeting, which can help us find better interest and behaviors to go after. But they also is an idea generation sparker. So you can come up with lots of different audiences if we're going to be testing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. We will be testing thousands of them by the time you're done related to your offer, right? Now it becomes easier than ever by using audience insights to make that happen. Also with audience insights, one of the ways that you can generate even more ideas is think about magazines they read. So you say to yourself, who's my ideal audience, or who do I think is my ideal audience? And then you ask yourself, what magazines do they read? And that's what you can plug into audience insights. What celebrities influence them? And we're talking about micro celebrities. So you saw with women between the ages of 30-65, there's a lot of celebrities within that niche that influence them. Websites. So you can start typing in interest, and it will show you in audience insights if that interest hits or not. And if that interest hits over in audience insights, it's an interest you can target with Facebook advertising. Keywords can work really good, or just even topics in general related to what you sell. So if you sell juicing stuff, start typing in juicing and juicer and smoothies. And then think about the most popular websites on the planet related to smoothies and juicing, and plug those in there and see if they are suggested. And what are celebrities that are well known for juicing or sell juicers in that audience that people look up to? What are the magazines or online publications that they read? What are the fan pages that our people are likely to visit, or the most popular fan pages there? And we can start with insights there that'll give us more fan pages, and then that will allow us to then go out there and run all kinds of Facebook advertising.